Welcome to a special edition of 5 Minutes where we're going to dive deep into the complexities of Florida's property insurance market. Over the past few decades, this market has faced a significant challenge, from devastating hurricanes to legal financial hurdles. Today, we'll explore the history, the current issues, and the potential solutions for this ongoing crisis. Reinsurance acts as an insurance for insurance companies. It allows them to manage their risk by transferring portions of the liability to other entities. Now, to be clear, when an insurer cedes liability to a reinsurer, they are also ceding a significant portion of their premiums that they've collected. Now, this is important to note, as I've heard other outlets misrepresenting this construct, suggesting that insurance carriers get to transfer the risk while holding on to all the profits. This is certainly not the case. But in Florida, the high frequency of hurricanes has led to increased reinsurance costs, which are often passed down to consumers through higher premiums. Now, the Florida Hurricane Catastrophe Fund, they provide a layer of reinsurance, but insurers also have to rely on private reinsurance markets where capacity or the supply of reinsurance, it's been constrained, and the costs have been escalating due to all the recent catastrophic events that we've been experiencing. One of the most significant contributors to Florida's insurance crisis is the legal environment. Despite making up only 9% of the nation's property insurance claims, Florida accounts for an astonishing 79% of the litigation related to these claims. This imbalance, it's created what some call a litigation factory, driving up costs for insurers and ultimately for policyholders. Here's a shocking stat for you. In 2021 alone, Florida insurers paid $1 billion in claims-related costs, and 71% of that went to attorney fees and public adjusters, not to the policyholders. So for every dollar that's paid out, only 27 cents actually reach the homeowner who suffered the losses. That's 73 cents of every dollar going to legal fees and other overhead, creating a system where litigation costs outweigh the actual cost of the claims. The core issue stems from incentives created by Florida's one-way attorney fee statute, which requires insurers to pay policyholders legal fees regardless of the case's outcome. This encouraged an overwhelming number of lawsuits, many of which were frivolous or inflated, and insurers could not fight without also incurring massive legal expenses. Another compounding issue was the misuse of assignment of benefits. This was a practice that allowed contractors to step into the shoes of the policyholders and file lawsuits against the insurers directly. Assignment of benefit abuse surged in the 2010s, with some contractors filing multiple lawsuits over small claims and leveraging Florida's legal framework to inflate repair costs dramatically. AOB abuse surged in the 2010s, with some contractors filing multiple lawsuits over small claims and leveraging Florida's legal framework to inflate the cost of their repairs dramatically. Now, by comparison, in Texas, which also experiences frequent catastrophic events, they only accounted for 5% of the national property insurance lawsuits in 2021, despite its size and the risk profile, which we read all out about. Now, this contrast underscores just how litigation-heavy Florida's market has become. But good news, in December of 22, Florida's legislature passed SB 2A, which was meant to curb litigation abuse. The bill eliminated one-way attorney fees and limited the ability to assign benefits, requiring stricter disclosure and consent. Now, while these measures are still new, early signs are suggesting that they may help and reduce litigation rates over time. This litigation environment has created a feedback loop where insurers face higher costs, so they raise premium and they withdraw from the market, leaving Floridians with fewer options and less affordable coverage. Breaking this cycle, it requires not only legal reform, but actually cultural changes in how claims and disputes are handled.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.